Hello, I'm Gaeulsky, VTuber and artist, and today we are returning to a format that you all really enjoyed. This is another music reaction with me and my classically trained sister. Thank you so much for watching the Music Box of Fate reaction, and I took all the criticism, so hopefully this one is a better listening experience. And today we're going to be reacting to Genshin Impact Fatui Boss theme music because there are some operatic elements in those tracks. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. The recording ended up being quite long, about 50 minutes. So I've cut it down into two parts. The first part is releasing today, and the next part will be releasing next week. So thank you so much and enjoy. Hello. I'm Gaeulsky, and I'm here again with my sister.
Hello, everyone.
Starting with Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact has a lot of performance songs in them, but today I want to focus on the Fatui boss fight themes. And I kind of want to introduce them to my sister in a way that the game introduces the Fatui. But I think you already have some idea, I think, of the Fatui because you know about the Commedia dell'arte, right?
Yeah, I know Commedia dell'arte.
Yeah, so the leaders of the Fatui are inspired by the archetypes of the Commedia dell'arte. Are very inconsistent which language they use. They use English, they use Italian and French for different titles. So the first person we meet from the Fatui is actually called Child, or Tartaglia, as the game calls him in English. But obviously the G is silent in Italian, so it should be Tartaglia, but but they call him Tartaglia in the game. And so he's the first person we meet, and we're currently in the Chinese-inspired region of Genshin. It's one of the first regions we enter after the starter region. And so we come in, we see a god fall from the sky, expecting it to be like the annual economic forum because he's basically the god of commerce. So usually he would go down from the sky and tell the people about the market for that year and stuff like that. But this year it does not go as planned. His body falls from the sky. We don't know what's going on, and so we're on the run. And then we get saved by Tartaglia, from the guards. So he helps us get away from the guards, and that's our first introduction to him. I mean, we have met a member of the Fatui before in the starter region, but it didn't have a good impression on us. But we don't really fight her. But Tartaglia is the first person we meet that we kind of get to know. He even was playable in a sense that you could pull the character and play as him in the game. But then it turns out that he has his own agenda, and he needs to get the Gnosis, which is like the Archon power thing that they have. So he wants to get the leeway in the Gnosis, and so he fights us. And so this is the context for that. I believe they'll start with playing his character trailer theme. So yeah, what I'm going to show you is I wanted to look for live performances as much as possible because it helps you see the performance, and like if there is any vocal technique involved, you can actually watch someone sing. And then obviously if orchestra, you can watch the orchestra. So this is a concert live performance of some of the game soundtracks. Oh yeah, his personal name is Ajax, so that's why they call him Ajax too.
Okay. Letter from Ajax. Like a Greek mythology reference?
He also has a younger brother named Teucer, just like the Greek mythology Ajax does. So
interesting.
Yeah, so people wonder if he's a death flag or not, because Ajax also dies.
Yeah.
There he is. Yeah, I believe this is the character trailer music, so they're gonna move into the boss fight after a few minutes.
Okay.
Hot take. I kind of
Shout
miss
out
when
to
they
the
used to
lighting designers.
Yeah. I kind of miss when they used to do like more unique character themes for trailers. There's a China-inspired region called Liyue. Now, the Fatui, their base is in the Russia-inspired region called Snezhnaya. So, that's their organization. Yeah, this is the beginning of the boss fight music. So we meet him in the bank, and we're actually start fighting him over the Knossos. This is phase 1. So Genshin, they like to divide their boss fights into multiple phases. So you think you beat them, and then they move on to the next phase, and you go, oh no, and their health like is recovered, or even higher than it was before. So this is only phase 1.
Just starting pretty light on instruments with just the piano, and then adding some cymbals. Just to build up the tension.
I was really considering like whether or not to show you the performances or to just open the game and just have you experience it in the game. But to be honest, I haven't unlocked everything in the game yet, and also I don't want to have people watch me fail at boss fights.
That's fair. But also, I also wonder like, I don't know what all goes into putting on something like this. I feel like there's a lot of rehearsals, lots of independent practice as well, and putting it all together.
Yeah.
And when they play it, they didn't have to make it sound like this is the first time they're putting it all together, but they probably played it 1,000 times already. Hopefully. Maybe not. Maybe it is. Here you go. I mean, sheet music.
At the very least, they would have recorded it in studio for the game. But yeah, they do live performances once in a while.
I'm curious to see like the other keyboard come in, like, because the only really been playing that bottom keyboard. I don't know what the technical term is. I'm not an instrumentalist, but.
I think one thing I remember how striking this piece was is that we were in Liyue. So Liyue is very Chinese influenced, a lot of Chinese sounds when they do the soundtrack. So when you're wandering around the game or experiencing the story, it's very Chinese sounding music. And then you enter the bank and you're in this like boss fight. And now there's no longer any like Liyue people in the scene. So now we have a more like Western sounding song.
Yeah, a little bit of like rock. All like Western instruments.
Not bad, not bad. Guess I could take you more seriously.
Okay, this is nice. Full orchestra.
They brought out the organ.
Oh yeah. Oh, no, I feel like I'd be concerned if I'm playing a game and I hear organ.
Yeah. There's
Wait,
the
where's
choir.
the choir at? Oh, okay, I see them now.
Shoutouts to the conductor. Conductors are performers as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But have you been noting the motifs? Because these motifs are gonna show up again, just in like different ways. Because they're all in the same group.
Okay. I've had experience having to sing as a choir behind like a full orchestra, and I was always wondering like, can the audience still hear me behind all these loud instruments? But it's always worked out as long as we all project and are together. And there's a reason why they place us behind the instruments. Oh, back to the band.
Yeah, this motif is gonna show up again for sure.
Yeah, definitely recognize this one.
There is choir here, but I don't think they'll show us the choir.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like just a loop that they're playing, like and it's not like actually they're not actually there. Do you think it would be distracting to play an instrument while lasers are going all around you?
I feel like it would get you in the mood, wouldn't it?
Maybe. I mean, it probably rehearsed with the lasers too, so it's like, we know what to expect.
I don't know how they're able to see those knobs. I'll be blind.
Yeah.
Like, playing the instrument is one thing, you can just kind of feel it, but the knobs that they're doing...
They have lights on the, some of the knobs.
But this was so scary when I first experienced this scene. I was like, what is happening?
Oh no.
Oh, the screen, like, animation is a reference to the opening cutscene, I think. When he got trapped in the cube.
Okay. I'm just gonna pretend to know what that means.
Yeah, I think the DJ is controlling
the vocal loop. That's a really high note. If someone was actually singing it.
I mean, someone's saying it for it to be recorded, for sure.
I know, but yeah, for sure.
This is only the beginning. And then you just learn that this is Youngbun.
Oh, okay.
This is Youngbun for this game. For those who don't know, Youngbun is like, how do I explain it? It's like Korean slang for like, oh, this is only just the beginning. Like we escalate from here. All right, let's move on to the next thing. So the next boss is actually.
It's like saying you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah. So the next boss fight is with a character named Signora. Right? Or not the damsel.
Signora.
What's I think she's only called Signora. They don't call her anything else in the game. And she's actually from the starter region of Mondstadt, but like 500 years ago, I believe. Very old. She's just powered by her just rage and grief. Very opera protagonist, I think, if you hear her story. Because her
interesting.
Her lover was an adventurer and he died in the calamity, and she has been angry at the god of Mondstadt, Venti, ever since. And so yeah, she's just a ball of fury, really. Now the next video, I couldn't find like a live performance of it, but it's the first phase of the boss fight music. And this boss fight actually takes place in the Japan region of the game called Inazuma.
Okay. I'll say like La Signora in Commedia dell'arte, she's the femme fatale character. She's usually the wife of Pantalone, or she's like a widow that's adored by the important men of the town, or she's like the visiting beauty. Usually she's very much a diva. She fights one of the other women. She's considered one of the special characters among the Commedia dell'arte, so she's not one of the lovers or like anything like that, but she's usually associated with the old men, and she like usually engages in other relationships even though she's already married. And she was a character that Isabella Andreini, if you know anything about Commedia dell'arte, she was a big part of the beginning of women actors, and so she made this role relevant and important for a woman being allowed to act female roles. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's very cool. Pantalone is also in the game, but I will assure you they're not a couple.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent you the lyrics over in no mic.
Okay.
Right. So that is the first phase. There it is. Of course, we're gonna go back to rock.
Yep.
Yeah, this is when we first meet Signora. She attacks Betty.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Oh god, we all wanted her to be playable so bad. But nope, to no avail. But they don't show her transformation. I'm gonna find it and show it to you.
Okay. So like there's like a nice how do I say it? A nice combo of the rock, but then you have like that very classical sounding choir. I'm assuming they're saying Latin again.
Yeah. Speaking of Signora, she's... Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, a nice little.
Her thing is like butterflies. Or more like moths.
Sounds like a mezzo solo.
Yeah, it was really sad what happens to her. But she, even though she's pretty mean to the protagonist and Venti, but reputation-wise, she's actually one of the best bosses in the Fatui. They all kind of see her as the mother of their mother, besides the Tsaritsa, their leader. So, yeah, no, she's been in the Fatui for like centuries at this point. So she's always been there. Oh no. No! Oh wow. I mean, she challenges to one-to-one combat and the loser always gets killed by Raiden Shogun, so... Consequences.
Okay. Yeah, that sounded like a dramatic soprano, dramatic mezzo soprano solo in the song.
Now, the next one is going to be our first introduction to the different Fatui Harbingers, because we've only been hearing their names here and there, and we only really met 3 of them so far, because we actually met a third one called Scaramouche, or the Balladeer, as well, briefly in a limited event. But other than that, those are the only 3 we've met. So we finally got this out of the blue one day, and everybody freaked out. Right.
Ooh, creepy.
There's that theme again.
Yeah. With the Fatui theme.
I think this is the Signora theme.
Oh, okay.
The sages think themselves to be all-knowing, but we alone are wise to the virtue in those acts of folly. In this war, not even a single pawn may be spared. Because on this chessboard, checkmate is not where the game ends.
Now I know who's singing it.
We are gathered here today to remember our dear comrade. In honor of her sacrifice, all work should halt for half a day as the nation mourns her passing.
Merely half a day? People say the Northern
You might
Bank's
recognize him.
true
That's J. Michael
currencies are
Tatum as the
blood and
voice.
tears. But Mayor, even speaking as a banker, that sounds a little unconscionable.
Rosaline died in a foreign land. But you heartless businessmen and dignitaries, always with a convenient excuse to remain in the comfort of your homeland, you couldn't hope to understand. So why don't you keep your mouths shut? We don't want to make the children cry.
Hey, come on now. Even I don't think this is the right time or place for a fight.
Utterly risible.
Though her methods tarnished her honor, Loafalta's sacrifice is a great pity. Her loss shall not hinder our progress. But Dottore, what of Scaramouche and the Gnosis from Inazuma?
Conventional wisdom holds that divine knowledge cannot be rationally comprehended. After conquering the divine gaze, he will make his next move.
It's time to end tonight's foolish theatrics. Right now, you have no captive audience. Let every worthy sacrifice be carved in ice. With this nation, endure for all time. In the name of Her Majesty.
Actually, wait. I don't think they're gonna show who's who. Can you guess who's who?
Nope. Cannot tell.
So the guy at the head is Piero.
Okay.
And then the girl that was singing, she's Columbina, or the damselette.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is, of course, Tartaglia child. She is Arlecchino, the person next to child.
Yep.
The one with the harlequin color scheme. And then the one next to her is Pantalone, one with the glasses.
Yeah.
And next to him is Dottore. I think he's the only one who's got name called this short. And then across from Dottore is Sandrone. Ignore the big puppet behind her. That's not anyone. That's just her puppet.
Yeah.
And then next to her is Pulcinella.
Yeah, Pulcinella.
Scaramouche is not here. He's in Sumeru.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was Brandon.
We will seize authority from the gods.
Yeah, this is Signora's funeral.
Absolute peace. Such is the gift from the Tsaritsa. Such is Her Majesty's benevolence. Now you rest in this coffin, encased in layer upon layer of ice. But Rosaline, I promise you, your final resting place will be the entirety of the old world.
But I still don't know what the Fatui plans are. I'm not caught up in the game. I'm pretty sure the latest region. But yeah, I don't know what the Fatui intentions were at all. I still don't. I think if I play Not Cry, I will know a little bit more, but I don't know what their plans are. All I know is that they're mad. So that is the end of part 1. Look forward to part 2 coming out soon. And until then, subscribe, hit the bell so you can see when the next video is up, and consider leaving a comment as well about what other things you would like us to react to. I am limited by content ID claiming policies by different IP holders. Hoyoverse is rather generous, so I'm open to reacting to other Hoyoverse content. And if there's anything else, like usually video games are pretty safe, so if there's anything else that you'd like me to react to, please let me know in the comments. Alright, thank you. See you next time. Bye!